What's going on, everybody? Beryl Solomon here, Big B. How you doing? A lot of people reach out to me and ask me, Beryl, how do I start my own business? What is the first steps that I have to take? What should I do to get there? Should it be product? Should it be service? Should it be whatever? Should it be? What is the first thing, the first piece of advice you give me to starting my own business? So this is how I would approach it. The number one thing that you have to know in order to start your own business is sales, sales, sales. You cannot ever start a business if you don't know how to sell your product or service. I don't care what it is. I don't care what industry you're looking to get into. You will be the first salesperson in your company, and you better know how to push that how to push that product into the market. So there's a lot of great books on this. One of my favorites is Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone. Really, any of his sales training material will get you there. And this really dawned on me when I was at an event when I first started my company, and it was a bunch of brand new entrepreneurs, brand new people starting companies, giving lectures. Don't ask me why they asked brand new people to give lectures. They didn't know anything. The guy sitting next to me had this product for this car that they rip off the roof of cars and they put on the car a tent, and it's a tent car that you could go camping with your friends. And I thought, wow, what a dumb idea this was for a business. But hey, if the guy knows how to sell it, he can make a market for it. The guy ordered a car, ripped the roof off, put a tent on it, and then twiddled his thumbs until somebody bought it. Meantime, the guy's at a business. The point is that you cannot just come up with a product and hope that it's going to sell. Product is actually secondary to sales. There's a lot of great products in the market, but people cannot sell them. So they're reduced to lowering the pricing or going out of business. You must learn how to pitch your product, market your product, sell your product, and push through the resistance that the market is going to give you when you're trying to get that new product into the market. So that's advice number one. Advice number two is I get a lot of young people, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25-year-old people, whether they're coming out of university or whatever it is, they worked a waiter job or whatever, and they say to me, I want to start my own company. And I say, that is a horrible idea. You know nothing about business. People don't realize this about me, but I worked in my family business for almost a decade before I started Wealthy Commercials. I knew how a company worked. I knew accounting. I knew sales. I knew, how to take a new product to market. I learned all those things. I had the luxury of learning them inside of a business. I learned how a business worked and operated. Making the sale is only like 40% of the problems that you have to deal with in business. And you have production, then you have management, then you have personnel, then you have taxes, and you have all these things. I'm not suggesting a person has to be perfect at all these things, but you have to have the basic working knowledge of how a business works. So my best advice that I'm giving to people right now when they want to start their own business is find an industry that you love, that you are interested in starting your own company for in the future, and work in a business that is already doing that. Preferably in a sales role, because again, sales is everything. You could always find accountants, you can always find project managers, you could always find, people to help you, secretaries or whatever it is, but selling your product is something that you got to be really, really, really good at. So that's my number one advice is learn how to do sales, and two, before you start your own business, go into a similar industry or company that's already doing that thing that you want to do and go work in a sales role in that company and learn that business from the inside out, 6 months, a year, 2 years, then go start your own company, and you'll be much, much more successful than all these people that are going out and starting their own businesses, borrowing money, ending up in debt, and ending up actually further behind than where they even started from in the first place. Hope this brought you value. God bless. Take care.